We are trying to establish, actually, we have already established an endowment fund here in the US, which is a 501c3 corporation. We want to and for the long term, ताकि हमारे जो बच्चे हैं वहाँ पे currently and also the ones that will come, they have a path to a better education and a path to becoming more effective engineers and technologists in the world wherever they may be. और हमारा उस चीज के बारे में जो फंड रेजिंग होगी, which will be run by the board here, will drive towards the 5 initiatives that we will talk about in a second, which are the initial 5 initiatives, and we'll talk about them more detail in a second. But बाद में the initiatives can be multifarious, but at the moment these are the 5 that we've identified. So अभी तक जो कुछ हुआ है, we've created an endowment fund, and uske charter and bylaws have been formulated, and they are already on the website. The website is called ULEFusa.org. You guys can go and look at what the charter is, and if there are suggestions on that, please feel free to give us and engage with us. One of the things that I will also ask everyone to do is कि हमारा जो engagement है, it is primary function is कि हमारे जो alumni हैं वो participate करें, not just 5 people sitting in a room trying to decide for everybody. आप सारों की ये effort है, please participate as volunteers. ये जो 5 initiatives अभी हम announce करेंगे उसमें से अगर किसी का, if you think it's pertinent, then please send a note to one of us and we can have you engaged in that initiative. So USA-based non-profit entity has been formulated. Take account at Fidelity has been established. We already have started getting money into that account, and that's sort of the launch of that today. We also have enabled corporate matching. जो जिन लोगों की companies में corporate matching होती है, there is 2-to-1, 3-to-1 even in some cases. जो लोग उन कंपनियों में हैं, please feel free, जो भी आप देते हैं, do it through that. And there is a thing called benevity, which is the path to doing that. So अगर किसी ने $10 दिए तो 20 बन जाते हैं या 30 बन जाते हैं. So the fund basically benefits from that. Or the payments can be done through PayPal as well. You can directly send money ACH into the account, or you can write a check, whatever way you feel pertinent. What can you? The other thing that we have is कि हमारा board of directors है, which basically manages this. We've been working for the past year to get to this point, ताकि हम आज launch कर सकें. So there's a lot of work that's gone in. हमारा board 5 लोगों पे है at the moment, and 2 others have graciously accepted, which will basically make it even a better board. और उनको मैं introduce बाद में करूँगा. But we eventually wanted to be an 11-person board. If there are people that would want to be considered for that, we would love for you to basically raise your hand and we'll basically talk to you. हमने एक ambassadors program launch किया है, which is basically trying to have point people in each major urban center in the US. तो उसके लिए we've been very successful. कई लोग in most of the major cities have basically raised their hands to be able to talk to the community in those cities. And eventually this stuff is happening here in the Valley. But उसके बाद we will every few months we'll try to do an event in each of the urban centers, in New York में, Chicago में, wherever. उसके अलावा हम एक database establish कर रहे हैं यूनिवर्सिटी का, जो alumni हैं in the US. उसमें भी अगर कोई आप और लोगों को जानते हैं, what are they? Something. You can get it right. So all लोगों को जानते हैं जो कि alumni हैं in the US, please feel free to send their names or ask them to connect, ताकि हमारा जो database becomes more comprehensive for everybody's sake. हमने एक MOU sign किया है with the university, with the vice chancellor. On December 6th, Professor Habibur Rahman used to be the vice chancellor at that time. He was gracious enough to sign it on the 27th of December. हमारे अकबर ख्वाजा साहब represented the board in that meeting as a witness, and we have, अगर किसी को यहाँ पे देखना, I have the agreement here, which is, I think, a good thing for us to have established a relationship with the university. the engagement is going to be in a certain manner, and I'll come to that in a second. This is a US initiative. So the money that is raised will remain in the US. Uski jo earnings hai, the board and all of us will determine कि वो किन projects में इस्तेमाल होगा in Pakistan. And उसके लिए हम एक group, maybe a couple of people that we'll have outside the university in Lahore, who will basically go and engage with the university and identify projects, and जिसके लिए फिर हम पैसे भेजेंगे, and then we track the progress of it. So it is primarily a US-based initiative for this particular fund, and we want it to be substantive, as I said. So आप लोगों की सारों की help चाहिए to do this. We've also asked Akbar Aswana Saab, who used to be at the World Bank, is a very senior person, is our advisor on the fund part of it. So जो fund होगा उसकी investment and everything else, making sure that it's in the right investments. So the earnings are enough for us to make an effect in Pakistan. उसके अलावा हमने एक CPA firm hire कर ली है ताकि जो accounts हैं, they are completely audited, completely transparent, so that there is no other consequence besides it's being used for the right purpose, right? So we want to make sure that this is transparent, this is legal, this is proper, ताकि उसकी कोई leakage किसी भी किस्म की ना हो, right? So for all of us, the intent is कि आप अगर अपनी hard-earned money उसके अंदर डालते हैं for the benefit of the students, this is protected, and it's basically done in the right manner, in the right spirit. We did a pre-launch event in NVIDIA on November 5. We had a bunch of people come up. That was great. We also have an investor alignment event in November. That also went well. So we engaged with the investors. Now we are doing the launch. And iske baad hum, in essence, every few months, we'll try to do an event in different urban centers. And some of us can go there to visit and make sure that we engage with the community there. और जो ऑन ग्राउंड ऑफिस है लाहौर में उस पर काम हो रहा है, and eventually we'll basically announce, the people that are going to be there to engage with the university. So this is sort of all the stuff that has happened. And अब जो है हमारा objective is कि हम जो पैसा launch करेंगे, which is the center of the thing is endowment, but even the center of that endowment is the student. So the objective of ULEFusa is कि it is not for the benefit of anybody else except the kid that is going to the university, the girl or the boy, or the ones that are, they are the center of what the effort is about, and anything that is done is towards their benefit. और उसके लिए हमारे 5 हमने initiatives हम अभी बात करेंगे उसके बारे में. The initiatives are education excellence, industry engagement, entrepreneurship, internship, and mentorship, and global training. And we'll talk about these in a second. We've identified 5 excellent people to be the point people on these initiatives, and we would like others to basically participate in either any of those 5 initiatives, whichever they feel is pertinent or in their interest. So uske baare mein aap please get in touch with me, and we get in touch with any of these 5 gentlemen who are excellent at their jobs and that are UET alums. And pretty soon we can also announce some other people. So Dr. Shahid Bukhari is also here, and I'm sure we can try to rope him in a little bit to the time that he can commit. But there are others. So many people here in the US who are full professors in different departments. And I don't want to leave the impression that this is only an electrical engineering computer science thing. The university is multifarious, many different departments, and we want to do that for other departments, mechanical, civil, structures, chemical, everything. So the objective is to make it worth the student and enhance the capability of that student, he or she, that comes out to be the best that they can be. I always tell this to many people. मेरा batch is 80 electrical. हमारा जो बैच था उसका जो पहला सेक्शन था 50 लोगों का. I've worked in many companies. I've gone to different universities. I've never seen 50 smarter people than those 50 anywhere else in the world. So हमारी capability is as good as anybody in the world. We just need to enable the kids to be the best that they can be. And this is what the initiatives are supposed to do.